Now is our political analyst Brian Sobel. How big a deal is this, and what could this mean?
Well, it's a big deal because each one of these things that occurs, it seems to move closer to the White House. And if Flynn accepted a lighter plea deal to perhaps give information that's very damaging to the administration or people in the administration, then that's going to be something to watch as time goes on.
So we know that he pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI. Even if he did do that, it's not illegal. So the question is, why would he do that?
Well, it depends on which side of the aisle you're on and how you view it, but some would say he did it because he has more information and he could have been charged with more crimes. But in that, there was a deal made. If he's willing to testify against people in the White House, maybe this is the deal he got from the special counsel.
Brian, for people who are trying to follow this and understand what's going on, what would be the allegation, the worst allegation that the president might have done?
Well, this is the open question. I mean, we don't know what's been going on behind the scenes. If the president asked General Flynn to do something illegal, then that's a huge problem for the president. If this is a case of Flynn possibly working in behalf of the Turkish government, the Russians, somebody else, he may be just saving his own skin. We just don't know enough yet, Frank.
And we don't know who's being referenced here. We don't know if it's the president. We don't know if it's Jared Kushner.
No.
There's a number of people that could be, we just the whom and what.
Exactly. And so, you know, I caution people, yeah, it's a development, but we don't know how big a development it is tonight, but we will know soon.
Brian, what is the most damaging information that Flynn could give?
Well, I think if he were to say that the president asked me to make a payment or to do something that would clearly be illegal behind the scenes, but you know, that is unlikely to me. I don't know whether it stretches to the presidency, to the president.
Brian, let's switch gears and talk about tax reform.
Yes.
The tax bill.
Yep.
Do you think that the Senate will pass that? And if the Senate does pass it, it would then, the House has already passed their version, it would go to conference committee, yep. They'd try and work out their differences, and then both vote on it again. If the Senate passes it tonight, do you think that we're going to have tax reform? Yeah,
it'll be a done deal. I think the numbers are there to pass it. And I thought that the one impediment, Frank, would be that there'd be holdouts, but they've seemed to have taken care of everybody. You asked me about a week ago, was it going to pass, yes or no? And or come up before the end of the year, yes or no? And my answer was no, because of all of this. Mm-hmm. But one by one, they got out there and gave everybody what they needed to vote yes, and we'll see what happens. They are expected to vote tonight.
All right, Brian, we'll let that be the last
Absolutely.
word. We'll hear more from you a little bit later on.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep.